Hi there, my name is George and I'm here to teach you a little bit about ClickUp. I'm going to cover some of the basic features that you can find in our product, so if you're a more advanced user already, this might not be the video for you, but by all means, please stick around. So one of the first things I want to get into is moving around in ClickUp. Two things I want to show you really quickly are how to view all projects and all spaces. So first of all, spaces are found up here at the top, and we can see right now we're in marketing department. It's showing us our project and lists here on the left. And if I go and click all, it's going to give me access to all of the tasks in all of these spaces. And I know that because I can see on the left here, it's showing that I have to select a space to actually see the projects and lists there. And I can see over here that it gives me the space that it's in right there. So that's marketing department. If this is too much for you, you can just navigate right back to the top here, click right back to where you were, and it's as easy as that. So we can also do the same thing right here for projects. Currently, I am only in content. You can see that here, and you can see all of my individual lists here. If I click all projects, this will give me the tasks from both lists. So as I go through here, you'll see advertising, and I can see them both. And again, if I need to drill down, I can click right back to here, and even get into the lists if I need to go that far down. But remember, you can always see everything in ClickUp. We don't gate you. The only exception to that is teams. ClickUp is separated at the team level, so you cannot share information between them. All right, and something else that might help you guys while you're kind of messing around in here and clicking on things is the team versus me dashboard. A lot of people will tell me, oh, I was playing with ClickUp and I lost all the tasks. I can't find most of what I was working on. And that's usually because they've come up here and they've accidentally clicked on me. If I do that, you can see down there that the screen changes quite radically. And what this has done,
This is only showing things that I'm an assignee on.
this has taken away quite a bit, and I can go to all projects or even all spaces like I did previously, and it's going to stay the same. So these ones are all assigned to me, and it can be as high view as you want or as drilled down as you would like. But to get back to it, you just click on team right here, and then you're good to go. So I'm going to go back to marketing really quickly. Something I think is super cool for you guys to utilize as often as possible is our Notepad. It's right down here on the right. It's super, super good for quick things, fast notes. Something that's really cool in here, actually, as you can see, you can create check boxes and you can do quotes, and that's accessible through our rich text editing. So that makes this nice and easy to use. You guys can be really quick in here, and you can copy everything in here, pop it right into a task above you if you need to. I use this every day. It's my first level of organization while I work in ClickUp, and then basically I work out of the Notepad and I disseminate the information into tasks and projects as I go. So it's super valuable, and I recommend everybody play with it, at least for a little bit. And so now that we know kind of how to get around a little bit better and we can organize ourselves and work a little bit quicker, I want to show you how to customize what you're looking at a little bit. And that starts with our columns. We have a lot of things here, and you might notice that this looks a little different than your ClickUp because you have different columns here, and that's because you can edit these. So if you come to these ellipses here, you can see that anything with a check mark is already there, and anything that's lacking one, I can just click on and add. So even if I want to add the name column, and that didn't change a whole lot, but it added it right here, and this is actually something that I like to do. If you don't like these little blocks here, if you sort by name, it'll make everything alphabetical, and a lot of people find that easier to work out of. So name's not the only thing you guys can sort by. If you want, you can sort by all sorts of things. So status, and then what I can also do here is I can add, but when you're adding additional sorting, it always goes from left to right on priority. So for instance, I sorted by status first, so I have my pending, my review. If I then sort by priority, it's only going to sort them inside of their category. So we have the group by status, and then within the status of pending, we have two highs and then the low. Same thing with the review, right? So it's not adding different columns or different sections or anything like that. It's just allowing these to be sorted again within their original sorting. But these are super cool, and sometimes what a lot of people like to combine are filters with our sorting, and filter can be found right up here, and this works on pretty much any view, and you can filter by most of our columns, including custom fields, which I'll show you guys in just a little bit here. So you guys can see that you can add whatever you need to, assignee, created date, whatever you need to look at, you can add here. So I add myself, and then I can say date created, date before last Sunday, right? And so it will show me all these things. So I'm going to clear those out because I want to show you guys a couple of other things. And the first of which is at the top right here, and it's notifications. And notifications are amazing, and they're super easy to work out of as well. You'll always know when you have a notification because there will be a little dot right up here. And what you can see here is all of the things that are happening in tasks that you're a watcher on. You can't be notified on a task that you weren't watching, so if you're not a watcher on it, you won't be notified. But the nice thing about this is you don't have to leave this page. I found myself oftentimes working an entire day out of this single page because I'm a little behind. And what's nice about that is you can click right on the task, manage whatever you need to, go right here, close the task, and we're right back to where we were. Then I can come in here, clear this out, and if I forgot to do something really quickly, the nice thing is at the top here, we have our cleared. I can always go back and see that, right? So if I need to go back and look at something really quickly, I can, and then I can go back to the new as well. Something else you might want to look at when talking about notifications is actually our notification settings, which can be found right here. And something that I want to point out is that the notifications you see under the bell are actually these web notifications, right? So as we go through, we'll see that a lot of these are mandatory, but sometimes you have the option. So if you're not seeing the things you want in your bell, come to this page and check it out. This also works for email and mobile, and we even have down here where you can change your due dates, so you can customize when you're reminded for them. And we also have where you can customize when you receive your daily due date summary email. So all in all, pretty nifty stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and pop back to the list view because I promised I would show you guys custom fields, and these are really awesome. This is the most advanced thing I'm going to show you. It's also the last thing I'm going to show you, but this is kind of the beginning of really playing around with customizing ClickUp, really making it your own. So if you go to any project, you can click on the ellipses, and you can go to a button that says Custom Fields. And when you come here, you'll be first confronted with any that have been created in the past, so these are all old. But for a lot of you, these won't have anything here. So you'll come here, you'll click Add Custom Field, and you'll be given any of these options. And these are all great because they tell you what they're going to do, but it's pretty self-explanatory. So we have, text, website, which is just URL, dropdown, etc. In particular, I like the dropdown, so I'm going to click on that. I get to decide what it's called, so I'm going to call this test field. Let's pretend like we're using this in a warehouse, and we're going to use this dropdown to show you where these things are located, right? So these are going to be location names. So I'm going to call it location, and I get to give it all the options. So we'll just say building A, and we get to add colors. So you can do whatever they want. And these are kind of cool, and I'll show you in a minute. So we'll do 3 of these just so we have some variety. So building B. Get another color in here, something a little bit more vibrant, and then we'll do building C here. And we'll add a third color just so we can see what this all looks like. And when I go to create, for now, we're done. In the future, you make these and you want to access them in other projects because you can share them from project to project. You come into here and you click use existing field and it will give you a list of all available other fields in the team. But that's not what we're doing for now. So let me show you how you can actually use these. So I'm going to go to new task here. And what we see is all of our custom dates. And here's a bunch of the ones that have already been in this project, but I want to take a look at this one here. So if I go to location, it gives me the drop down here, and I can now interact. And so I can make it building A. And the coolest part about this is not how easy that is, but how it displays here. So we were talking about columns a little bit earlier, and I told you we could have custom fields. So if you go down there, I'm actually going to put in the custom field that we just made, and we'll see we have our building A right here. All in all, I hope this was useful for you guys. This should help you navigate ClickUp a little bit better, stay organized a little bit better, and increase your productivity just a little bit. As always, if you guys have any questions for us, feel free to reach out. You can always click up here and go right down to help, where you can chat with us right here. You can read through our docs, and you can even go watch our videos on YouTube just like this one. Thank you guys very much, and again, I hope you had a great time, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you. Bye.